Hi friend, this is Pastor Lucas Pina, and this is our snack for the journey. And we are in a journey here through the New Testament. My goal is to have a short meditation, one or two verses in each chapter of the New Testament. And I'd like to encourage you, to invite you to take this journey with us. So there's some chapters that we're going to skip because I already have a meditation on them in the past. So if you look for a chapter here in my channel, you're going to find a meditation in that specific chapter. I don't know if it's going to be in the verse that you want or looking for, but I'd like to invite you to take this journey with us. Also, I'd like to encourage you to subscribe to our channel and to share this video with your friends and family and help us to bless other people. So we now in the Gospel of Mark. So let's see the Gospel of Mark, and as you can see, I already have a meditation in chapter 1 and chapter 2. So we're going to go with the chapter 3, verse 5. He looked around at them in anger and deeply distressed at their stubborn hearts, said to the man, "Stretch out your hand." He stretched it out, and his hand was completely restored. That is the beautiful story of the man that had his hand withered. I think that is, in the NIV says shriveled. I don't know how to pronounce that, but withered, I think that's a little bit better for me, but it's kind of dry, totally crooked. It must be very hard for him to, how you're going to work, you have to, it's you have to work with your hands. At that time, yes, you didn't have computer. Today you can work in the computer and you can talk to the computer do whatever you want, but at that time you need both hands to work. So it must be a very tough time, and it was a Sabbath. The people were expecting Jesus to do that, and he looked around at them, because they were expecting, okay, we're going to catch him today. There's man sick here. It's the Sabbath. According to our traditions, not the word of God, to our traditions, he cannot heal the guy. But he's going to do it. He cannot resist, and we're going to catch him. So they were using the guy to do that, and Jesus was angry because of their attitude, expecting him to do something good to that guy, just to catch him. And he was distressed, moved, because their hearts were hard, stubborn hearts. It was sad. And sometimes, my friend, we need to understand that Jesus get distressed and sometimes anger with us because our hearts. We need to be careful with our hearts, not to have a stubborn heart. We look at God and we don't want to accept, we don't want to believe, we don't want him to do things, we don't want to see the things are going, and we blame God, and we need to be extremely careful with our hearts, so how our hearts don't become stubborn against God, against his grace, against his love. When God shows his mercy and love to other people, we don't like it. We think that they do not deserve, we deserve, or other people, my family deserve, but they don't deserve the grace of God, the love of God, and our hearts become stubborn hearts. And we need to be very careful with that, because that Jesus get angered because of that, and deeply distressed because of their kind of hearts. They didn't care for the man. They were just doing that to catch Jesus doing something good. and have an opportunity to say something against Jesus. And we need to be extremely careful with our hearts in that sense. How we see God acting in the world and how we react when God does those things. How we react, how we're going to react. If God does something that we do not agree, we don't like, is against our tradition, our way of doing things, and God is doing anyway. Jesus did anyway. Jesus just turned to the guy and said, stretch your hand. The guy stretched the hand and the hand opened. It was completely restored immediately. So yes, do not have a stubborn heart. It's dangerous. And this is our snack for today. God bless you.